think it's time for Fedor to hang him up in your professional opinion, or
okay,
should he keep fighting?
I'm glad you asked me this question, because in Russia I have to be kind of tricky on this one. I have to be more sneaky with my answers. Here I can give you a straightforward answer, and it's sad, but I've been right. Whatever I said on the news for past 10 years, and people would sometimes criticize me, and because they didn't know where my knowledge comes from. I remember I was telling something about Steven Seagal, and there were kind of, jokes all over the place, and in 3 years they found I was right. And then about Fedor, I know exactly what he needs to do, and he already started doing it. But one thing I don't think is gonna fix. He became too religious with I'm not against the religion. I mean, it's great, but when you get people who's kind of taking all your energy, all your life energy away from you, forget about money. I mean, that's not good. And he got not the right people around him. And also, he knows it, and he already fixed it. He used to train in Holland or around the world. He would, when he fought Krokop, he would apply a low kick and even like middle-level kicks on the Krokop's body. When he fought Nogueira, he was doing great ground game. And 3 fights which he lost, he didn't apply anything. On the ground, he was like a child. It's because he was working out with the people who are convenient for him. People who are his childhood friends, or people that just the new generation of the fighters in his school. And there is no way you can grow. If you want to grow, you have to always push yourself. You have to always find the best workout partners. You have to travel. If you want to fight in Japan, you got to train in Japan. You want to fight in Brazil against Brazilians, you got to train with Brazilians. Same thing with if you find American wrestlers, you have to be at least for a couple of months with training with the American wrestling team, not less. And he knew it. And he kind of was lazy on himself, and I don't blame him. I mean, he's been around for so many years, and he just body doesn't take it, can't take it anymore. And another problem is his manager, although I can't say anything against him, but he's forcing him in a way to fight too often. I was in Rome just recently, and one thing kind of struck my mind when I was listening the guide, that gladiators would fight every 6 months. Not every 3 months, not every month, not every week, every 6 months or less. Fedor has been fighting too often. He's 34, his body cannot recover that fast. The reasons why I lost my 2 fights against Gary and Renzo, because I fought fights in Brazil, and then in a week I would go to fight Hansa, or in a week I would go fight Gary. So I would see it's coming, but I wouldn't react on it. Just a body can't take it. Body needs some rest. You can be the most technical guy, but you have to have breaks. You got to have a 3 or 4 months at least break between fights if you fight the best guys in the world.
I'm in full agreement with you. I am, and you know what? I'm glad. That question. I was lingering. I forgot. I'm glad I asked it now. And since you're you say you got that intuition about fights. Next week, I don't know if you watched